everybody. Kevin Molm here in the Office of Youth and Adult Ministry, 2-Minute Tuesday on October 28th. I've got 3 things for you this week. We have a new website. We got our youth ministry retreat at Fairmont coming up in January, and we had 4 events in 5 days last week, thanks to everyone who made last week a huge success. So check out our new website at dioceseshelena.org. It's still the same URL, and all the links that you have saved should still work. We just changed the design. So, and well, to say that we and just changed the design is totally inaccurate. There was a ton of work on the back end that had to be updated, but the hope is that for the public, for you all, there's no change except it's a better user experience and just a beautiful design. And by we, I mean Cody Tredick, who's been working hard on this for the better part of a year. He did the heavy lifting here. Certainly several people were involved, but Cody deserves all the credit. And he's just an incredibly talented and huge contributor to our team here, and he's usually the one behind the camera like he is right now as I'm filming this, and he's just an incredibly humble guy, which is why I'm giving him a shout out right now as he stands right here in this room. But so if you see Cody, make sure to say thank you for all his work, that he just does so much to make us look like we know what we're doing around here. But anyway, the new website, it's now live. Please check it out, especially for those of you who work in our parishes and our schools. It'd be really helpful to us if you'd make sure that any links you had in your website to the diocesan pages still work, or if you've got updates to mass times and things like that that need to be changed and updated, please let us know. Again, everything should work, but we're going with the trust but verify approach here. So if you see any bugs or glitches, you can contact me or Cody. All right, mark your calendar for the upcoming youth ministry retreat at January 2nd to 3rd at Fairmont Hot Springs. This is meant to really be a spiritually uplifting experience for anyone who works with sharing the faith with our young people and their families in our diocese. You give so much of your time, talent, and treasure serving our families that we want to give you an opportunity to sort of fill your cup and to give you some inspiration in your ministry. I'm really excited. We booked Maggie Craig as our keynote presenter. She is absolutely fantastic, and you don't want to miss it. I'll get the registration open this week, and I'll send out invitations soon. Who should attend this event? Really, we cast a wide net here, so whether your official title is a youth minister, a DRE, a catechist, theology teacher, whether you're paid or a volunteer, we cast a wide net. If you serve in a Catholic parish or school, ministering, teaching, or serving young people, then you are welcome at this event. All the information and registration will open at dioceseshelena.org/youth ministry retreat. All right, we had 4 events in 5 days last week. I had a great time traveling with our keynote speaker, Braden Johnson, just going all over the diocese. The weather could not have been better, and I really enjoyed just seeing the natural beauty of our diocese in the fall. And Braden, man, what a humble and incredibly talented guy, and just a great worker. I've never worked with a nationally touring speaker who is willing to do so much in so many different settings over the course of the week. We started on Tuesday at St. Andrew's School here in Helena, where Braden jumped into basketball practices and we hosted a free throw tournament. It was a great turnout. On Wednesday, we were in Kalispell for another great evening with kids in the St. Matthew's gym. We probably had about 60 or so kids and a bunch of adults at both middle school and high school. Just a huge gathering there. It was a lot of fun. Thanks to Nikki McLean for coordinating all the logistics on that. On Thursday, Braden and I stopped by the De La Salle School in Browning and just had an absolute blast being with the kids that afternoon. I want to give Brother Dylan Perry, the principal of De La Salle, is doing some really remarkable things there at the school. And I want to give a special thanks and shout out to Martha Hall, who many of you know through her commitment to Justice Outreach Project. Martha is helping with youth ministry at the school in Little Flower Parish there in Browning. And coincidentally, on Thursday, she was hosting a retreat for the 6th graders, and she graciously invited Braden and me to help with that. And Braden and I had the awesome chance. We helped with the reading and math with the little kids at the school, and then we jumped into the school's basketball practice that evening. So it was a fun day in Browning. And Brother Dylan and Martha brought a big group of kids to junior high rally on Saturday. They're troopers. They did a one-day round trip drive all the way from Browning to Butte and back, and it was so much fun being with them. And speaking of junior high rally, what a great day. We had I want to give a huge thanks to everyone, especially the CYC board who helped to make it happen. The youth deserve all of the credit for making the experience really just spiritually enriching and a ton of fun. The youth keynotes and testimonies were so great. David Casey, once again, led a fantastic worship band for us. Abra and Gavin Cummings kept us moving along as our MCs and lead singer. A huge thank you to Father Ned, who came down out of his busy day, drove all the way down to Butte to do a Q&A with the kids. I think it was a lot of fun for him to sort of be back home where he was raised. So that was fun. Then we wrapped up the day with Mass and Eucharistic Adoration with Bishop Vedder. And really, I want to give a special thank you to St. Pat's Parish, especially Father Beretta and Deacon Bernie, who welcomed 200 people into their Saturday Vigil Mass. I know it's a lot of work to just have that many people show up for one of your parish masses, and I just want to thank them for their hospitality. Well, that's it for this week. As always, please pray for me, pray for our bishop, and we'll all pray for our young people. And especially this week, I hope that you have a happy Halloween and join me in praying for all of the souls of all of our deceased loved ones. God bless.